All right. Welcome to the Carl Jackson Show, your daily dose of objective truth in a world of confusion and lies. I'm going to go right to my guest, Tanner Haas. He is the founder of Freedom Chat. And I wanted to have Tanner back on because there's a lot of things that are transpiring in the political arena. And I think his company is the perfect company for many of you to know about or get to know, or his app is the perfect app to get to know about. So I want to talk to him about that again, as well as some of the issues that are transpiring in the news, if you don't mind, Tanner. I gotta get your take. First off, I mean, you're 26 years old. You've built several businesses. You've written books. I just want to get your take. We're on the precipice of these elections in New York City, Virginia, where else? In New Jersey, but specifically New York City. I'm going to talk about this in the next day or two, given the results tonight. But Ma'am Danny, in New York City, I mean, I see somebody like you. Obviously, you've embraced capitalism. You've started this company, Freedom Chat. I'm looking at the useful idiots in New York City, and I think they're about to elect an Islamist. And then I see people like you, Tanner, and then I have hope. But just give us your take on what's happening, transpiring in New York City. And we don't know the results as of yet. Again, I'll talk about this on a later date, but just your take.
I think it's troubling. It shows, there was a study that came out, Gen Z is in favor of socialism compared to capitalism. And that's troubling. It shows they don't understand history and economics. I mean, we're not just an Islamist, but he is a full-blown Marxist. And if you look at his policies, if you look at Cuba, Venezuela, the Soviet Union, there is no socialist country, Marxism, they're cousins of the same.
Sure.
They've never succeeded. Socialists are individuals that just redistribute what the capitalists create.
Yeah.
So if everything he talks about is not feasible, I honestly think, and this is probably, a lot of people might not like this take, but I think it's good. Because rather than letting somebody become governor of a state or president of the United States, let him become mayor of New York City. Watch all of that wealth flee. Look what happens, and that is going to be a perfect case study for why socialism, Marxism does not work. I mean, it really is. 1 million people are going to leave. The wealthiest individuals are going to leave. There's going to be no money left over for all of the free things that he wants to give away. It is the producers that you need to try to keep, not scare them off.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's amazing to me that people do not grasp that. But again, if this guy wins, New York City is going to go through it. I just hope.
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I think it's even deeper than communism. I think this guy is an Islamist. I really do believe that, and I believe that the Islamists are looking at this as a victory. If this guy wins, it is gonna absolutely destroy New York City, where I don't think we're going to see the return of New York City, perhaps in my lifetime. Quite honestly, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. All right, Freedom Chat. Listen, Tanner, just remind people about your company, Freedom Chat, and then I want to ask you a couple of questions here, because quite frankly, I'm looking at the Senate Republicans. I'm looking at President Trump. We just found out that Jack Smith literally subpoenaed the phone records of President Trump's government-issued phone, and I'm like, it might be a good idea for these people to start using Freedom Chat. So tell us a little bit about your company.
So Freedom Chat is the world's most private messaging app designed for people that want true privacy and freedom independent of big tech and government surveillance. And just because I say that does not mean you have something to hide. It means you have something to protect. So with Freedom Chat, every single message is end-to-end encrypted. We don't support linked devices. So that means nobody other than the intended recipient can decrypt a message. We prevent screenshots, screen recordings. You can edit, unsend, self-destruct any image, video, or GIF. And I mean, when you use Freedom Chat, it just feels different. It's actually private. And the invasion of privacy is not going anywhere. It's only going to accelerate in the coming years. And if you really want what you say to somebody to remain between you and that intended recipient, then you need to use Freedom Chat. It's We've brought it up to par with all the friendly features that you'd expect from WhatsApp, iMessage, and we've delivered it in a real private, freedom-oriented environment.
Let me ask you this. Give me some, what other apps would people compare Freedom Chat to? Why is it better?
So let's look at WhatsApp. WhatsApp is the most private messaging app on the planet. They say they have end-to-end encryption. Well, we have different definitions of end-to-end encryption. It really is supposed to mean that no one other than the intended recipient can decrypt a message. With WhatsApp, however, if you report a user, WhatsApp can then see the 5 latest messages in that chat. But we all know that we can't take Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, at their word. So do you really think it's the 5 latest messages? No, it's not.
No doubt.
They store every single message on a server indefinitely, and they have an immense amount of user data used for commercial purposes. So if I'm messaging you on WhatsApp, Carl, which we would never do, but if they say end-to-end encryption, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. So yep, they can't see what we're saying, but every single message is stored on a server, might not be encrypted on a server, and then they have every piece of metadata you could imagine. So they know I'm talking to you at, what time is it? 7-Eleven in Franklin, Tennessee. They know that, yeah, we have these Facebook friends. We have these Instagram interests. They know our political affiliation, financial information. I mean, that's not true privacy. That's more akin to a social media app. So Freedom Chat is a true private messenger. And we didn't just create the most private messaging app in the world. We also created channels, which is a private new form of social media. So users can go subscribe to the Carl Jackson Show, the Larry Elder Show, Dinesh D'Souza. Go follow your favorite creators. No one can see the channels you're subscribed to or the posts they react to. It's your own private newsfeed. So it really is.
Okay, so that's really interesting. So it's almost like you're an audience of one, despite the fact that influencers will have a lot of followers. You're kind of like an audience of one when you're paying attention to the specific influencer that you want to check out. Does that sound right?
Absolutely. And I know you don't like social media. I hate social media. Anybody hasn't read the book Anxious Generation, it is toxic. It's a cancer. Freedom Chat is different. There's no algorithms. I want to go see what you're saying, Carl, but I don't want to be bombarded with ads and see everything on X, all that other nonsense. I want to go see what you say. I go subscribe to your Freedom Chat channel. We're adding the ability to reply to a channel creator's post. And when I do that, I can pick any username I want. It doesn't need to be my real name, and I can reply to you. You can reply back. So it really is like this private form of Twitter mixed with Reddit on our channel side. And then we have the most private messenger on the planet. So it really is giving people their privacy back while still allowing them to have that social media type feel so they can stay up to date with their favorite creators and just events going around the world.
Okay, so let me ask you this. We have about 2.5 minutes left. I spoke to you briefly at the top of this block about Arctic frost, or mentioned Arctic frost anyway, and then just this latest revelation of the former special counsel, Jack Smith, literally subpoenaing the phone of former President Donald Trump, now again, of course, president again. How could Freedom Chat have benefited them? How could Freedom Chat have benefited the Senate Republicans, the 400 plus Republicans that were basically surveilled by the left, by Joe Biden's administration?
Illegally surveilled. So with Freedom Chat, you can edit, unsend, self-destruct any image, video, or GIF at any time, any message. So for me, I actually have self-destruct enabled by default. It's my daily cleanup. Not that I have anything to hide. I have stuff to protect. I don't want my conversations, regardless of the content, being leaked in 5 years, 7 years, 12 years, whatever. So I text somebody. After 12 hours, that message is automatically deleted from the recipient's device. It's removed from our servers. It's off my device. It's gone without a trace. So, okay, if you want to subpoena my phone, you're not going to get anything because we believe in true privacy over here. And the most famous attack that people on the left, I mean, even just in general, the people that hate privacy say, well, there's bad actors. Well, there's bad actors anywhere. I would rather
Sure.
give people their privacy back than surveil everybody because suspicion that there are some bad actors that spoil it for everybody. No, privacy is a fundamental human right, and we're here to give it back.
You know what I like about this? I feel like the biggest challenge could be courting youngsters to like privacy again. But what I do like about this is the concept in general. A lot of people's lives are ruined by old tweets, 5, 10, and so on years ago, and that eliminates that. So this is one of the things that I really love about this. So you guys make sure that you go out and get Freedom Chat. 15 seconds. Tanner, where's the best place to find you? Best place to get Freedom Chat?
Go to freedomchat.com, download the app on Android or iOS, go subscribe to Carl's channel, my personal channel, Freedom Chat, and stay updated on the things you care about and message your friends and family on Freedom Chat.
All right. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Carl.